Hi everyone, Lord Crew here, and welcome to my channel. So the topic for today is about nature meta for weekend rank week 129. So without further guys, let's proceed. So as you can see guys, we already have the weekend rank result, and all of this information can be found in geodeck.com under player stats guys. So currently guys, in this weekend rank week 129, sad to say, nature is managed two players who managed to enter the top 20, but only two, and they're not currently still most popular deck, but uh in terms of in top 20 guys, there are only two players guys. Last week, there are lots of player who last week I considered nature dominate the meta last week guys, because there are like more player using nature who enter the top 20, but now it's like only two guys, only two. And the first player who managed to uh one is like on the top 10 guys, rank 10, Mighty Uncle. He managed to get 23 wins out of 25 guys, using nature guys. As you can see, it's good. It's not big beast, but other nature, because he has no and the the rhino guys, like the underbrush rhino guys. He still have like the double giant. He has like 4 6 casting cost, which is the standard now in any nature deck guys. Even it's considered big beast, uh, player who are either using double giant pangolin or double the hunt. But him, he's using dual sand and bloom. I like. So for me, sometimes double sand and bloom is too much greedy, because if you have like two cards in your hand and if you have like no creature at the board, you cannot play this card, guys. And so that's why either I have like one the hunt. So in case if I manage to draw two of that one, I still able to use that one even though I don't have like any creature at the board. The good thing that this why, because of this is dual sand and bloom, you have like high chance of doing a little damage, guys. Imagine you have able to do a overkill and twin strike, attack the player, and then attack one of its creature and do an overkill damage. So twin strike and overkill. So as you can see, guys, he has like 6-1 casting cost, 6-2 casting cost, and you can see he has no the he has no wild boar guys, like the underbrush. So if we compare that one with the other, like the rank 18 guys, this is fake new. He has like the underbrush boar guys. And that's the thing, okay? But him, the rank 10, he has no underbrush boar guys. So this like a cheaper version, because in this kind of nature meta, guys, the only expensive card are the underbrush board, guys. But as you can see, everything are like a divine order here, guys, except for the Jaguar stuff, where are like Trials of the God. Uh, let's see. He has like 6-5 casting costs, 2 Falling Star, 2 Jaguar Star. Usually, in the past, in last week, I majority are like 2 Brazen Moose, 2 Falling Star, and 1 Jaguar Staff. So he has technically 4 weapon, guys. Usually, I see only 1 Fey Flame, 1 Jaguar Staff, but he has like total of 4 weapon, guys, here. Uh, Maybe that's because he has no underbrush boar, guys. And I see on the 3 casting cost, he has Celestial Stag and Rabbit Bear. No Lightning Strike, guys. No Lightning Strike. On the forecasting cost, Wildfire and Starving Sabertooth. And that's what this is like, all the called composition. This is not considered big beast because there's no overgrown rhino. Okay? Overgrown rhino is the 5-5 Portocasim. He has only Starving. So maybe that's the reason why it's not called big beast but other nature, guys. Usually you will be considered big beast if you have like brazen moose, giant pangolin, and the overgrown rhino. Like 4, 5, and 6, you got those creature, guys. So I think his combo, I think he will gonna do wildfire to do an AoE damage and buff majority of his wild. So as you can see, everything is wild here, guys. Everything is fine. He has no, even though he also has no Finian, guys, on his deck. So no underbrush and no Rhino, and this can be played as a budget deck, guys. So for the free to play player, you have like easily to build this deck, guys. So then the second nature, guys, is by Fake Mew. Fake Mew, I believe, used the same deck last week. He managed to enter the top 20. I'm not quite sure if he entered the top 20. Let me double check if he entered top 20 last week. No, he never and he did not enter the top. No, he never entered the top 20 last week, guys. But I believe he managed to get uh 23 wins last week using this kind. I think this is the same deck Fake Mo used last week. But he never entered the top 10. But I believe he managed to get 23 wins here, also using the same deck, guys. And as you can see, this is like a Regen Nature because he's using Wildfire and Trial of the Hydra. Both are like a Regen requirement. So if you manage to do a Wildfire followed by Trial of the Hydra, your creature will be like 5-5 or like 6-6, guys. And as you can see, he has like Underbrush, Pinion, and even Pyramid Warden. Even though this is like a regen, probably Pyramid Warrior just like to stall the game. But as you can see, majority are wild and regen, guys. So he can he will play Blade Fly followed by Wildfire, or Blade Fly followed by Falling Star, then followed by Trial. So this is like literally playing a lot of massive creature and pump it using Wildfire and Trial of the Hydra, guys. That's like the mechanics of this. He's using Fey Flame instead of like and he has no those 6 casting costs, guys. His highest casting cost, as you can see here, are 5. It's Falling Star and Trial of the Heart. The rest are like for Weenie. So this is like more on aggro aggressive, like playing a lot of creature early rounds and then pump it using Wildfire, Falling Star, or by Trial of the Hydra, guys. So, yep, he managed to get 23 wins. So this means that this deck is very effective. I believe Fake Mew managed to get 23 or 22 wins also using the same build deck last week, guys. He never entered the top 20, but he managed to get a good result. I think 23 wins also. It's just like the MMR points are like the reason why he's not, even though he has 23 points, he never to enter the top 20. But I believe he's using the same deck last week and today, and he's still, but now he's managed to get on the top 20 as rank 17, guys. Okay, guys, if we check the matchup, guys, Nature is still the most popular. Last week, Nature was ranked number one. They are like total of 34%. But now it's been reduced into 32%. As you can see, he has like the second highest win rate, guys. So if you're like a free to play player, you will never go wrong playing Nature, guys. As you can see, Nature is one of the cheapest. It's just like the Underbrush and the Finian are the expensive guard. But as you can notice, guys, uh, like uh, like our top 10 Mighty Uncle, he managed to enter the top 10 as a top 10, having 23 wins without those two cards, guys. And as you can see, you can like literally copy this one. If you are in the lower rank, copy this deck. Maybe it will give you a good result, guys. So as you can see, most popular and the second most total win rate. Okay. Currently, I believe the number one meta is the board wipe deck, even though the popularity here, because if we check the archetype, guys, board wipe deck has the highest win rate, guys. If you want like but board wipe deck is the most very expensive, and board wipe deck is the number one counter versus nature, guys. It's 70. Both old nature has like 70% win rate, guys. Imagine that one. But this is good news for nature. It will be 0 out of 25 that you may encounter board wipe deck. Based on my experience, I played a lot. I there are like times I don't uh match up with board wipe deck for a weekend rank. There are like 1%, one chance, 1 out of 25, or 0 chance that you may enter up match up with the board wipe deck. So that's a good news. So I believe playing nature is still like a good way. It's just like a bad matchup like RNG if you manage to fight a board wipe deck. But FYI, there are times like nature has high chance of winning versus board wipe deck, especially if you manage like to have like a lethal, or like an if you manage to get the Valtas present in the Sanctum, if you manage to have like a wildfire combo to do more damage, or a sudden bloom, guys, to do lethal damage, guys. So uh Board wide deck is the most scariest deck versus nature, but still you have still chance of winning, guys. It's just like it depends on like the RNG, guys. Who knows? Board wide deck might have a bad draw or bad moment, guys. And as you can see, the Gen Nature only 0.8% who played. Other Nature 17%, and the Big Beasts are the second most. So other Nature means like there's no an overgrown rhino, and the big beast will use overgrown rhino with double giant pangolin and double moose. That will make you considered as a big beast, guys. Okay, so guys, if you have like a question or suggestion, kindly leave a comment. If you like the video, kindly please subscribe and like, and see you next week, and thank you for watching, guys.